What's up, guys? Today we're going to do an unboxing of the Hollyland Lark Max 2 wireless microphone system. I've been eyeing this for the last month and a half, but I just haven't pulled the trigger because I was waiting to see if a sale might pop up closer to Black Friday. And Amazon's having some kind of Prime Days on their website right now, and I think this is the first time that the Hollyland Lark Max 2 has gone on sale. It's a pretty new wireless microphone system, so I wasn't actually expecting to see any sale pop up, but sure enough, it did. So just wanted to do an unboxing, give you guys my initial impressions of the microphone, and then later on I'll probably end up doing a full review comparing this microphone to some of the other mics that I have. Without further ado, let's unbox this guy. All right, let's check out what we have in here. And whew, here we go. Hollyland Lark Max 2 wireless microphone system. Package that I went with was the Ultimate combo. I think they've got, at the time I was looking at this microphone, there were 4 different packages you could choose from. And then recently they just reduced it down to 3 different combos that you could pick from. So I was between the Lark Max 2 Ultimate combo and 2 other combos, one of which included 4 wireless transmitters. I don't know why I thought I would need 4 wireless transmitters. I just thought in case in the future, for some reason, I wanted to hook up 4 wireless mics to different people, that would come in handy. But in reality, I'm usually just the one wearing the microphone. I'm not usually putting the microphone on anyone else. So I think 2 wireless transmitters is gonna do just fine for me. And then the other combo I was looking at that was slightly cheaper didn't come with the wireless headphone monitoring system that the Ultimate combo comes with. So I thought that was a really cool feature to be able to monitor your audio wirelessly as you're recording. I think that'll be kind of convenient for me because it just means less wires for me to have to deal with. So I'm gonna open this up and see what we have inside the package. All right, so we got all the plastic removed. Let's see what we have inside here. I've never owned any Hollyland products before. I've only ever used a DJI Mic 2 wireless microphone. So this is gonna be really interesting for me to check out. Just some instructions over here. And then, I've seen this before. It looks like everything comes in, comes in this nice little Hollyland branded carrying pouch. It's compared to the pouch that the DJI Creator Combo comes with, it doesn't feel like it's waterproof or anything. It just kind of feels like a nice, I don't know, it's like a nice smooth fabric, but I kind of like it. Nothing else in the box, just this guy. All right, let's see what's inside here. All right, so this looks to be the wireless headphone monitor system. Yep, so you got your wireless headphones right in there to help you monitor your audio as you're recording. And I believe this case is a charging case. So you just throw your headphones in there, charge it up with the case. There's a USB-C port on the back here. And there's a little LED light on the front, I guess, to show you whether it's charging or just to indicate what's going on with that case. We've got a couple wind muffs. Yep, just a couple black wind muffs to put on your transmitters. Let's see what else we have in here. We have everything with these wireless microphones is so like tiny. It's really hard to get a grip on things to open them up. What do we have in here? Okay, so it looks like this is the USB-C to 3.5 millimeter converter. So there's more stuff in this pouch that I'll unpackage in a second, but you can actually hook up a lav mic to the Hollyland Lark Max 2, but you need to put this converter on first before you can plug your lav mic into the 3.5 millimeter jack right here. So there's 2 of those. All right, so right here we've got 2 silicone slips, or silicone something, that allows you to use these 2 magnets right here, so that you can just clip on your transmitters onto your shirt like you can with the DJI stuff. So they just connect like that. Okay, this looks to be one of the lavalier mics that comes with the combo. So you would just clip this part onto your shirt here, and then the 3.5mm cable would plug into one of those USB-C to 3.5mm jacks, like that. That's pretty cool. I've never used a lav mic before, so I'm not sure how the audio quality is gonna sound when I connect this to the transmitter, but I'm curious about this because sometimes when I'm recording, I don't want a large microphone like attached to my shirt that everyone can see. So this is definitely more discreet, and yeah, we'll see if it looks more professional or less distracting when I'm doing my videos. But I like this, that they included this. Looks like we have another wind muff in this package here, but I'm not quite sure what it's for. It was in the same package that the lav mic came in, so maybe you attach this to the lav mic if you don't want to use the little foam bit that is already on it. I can't remember what these are called, but this is a TRS, 3.5mm TRS cable. So one end will plug into my camera, like my Sony FX30 that I'm filming on right now, and then the other end will plug into the Hollyland Lark Max 2 receiver that will just sit on top of the camera. And then we've got a USB-C to USB-C cable. Those are always nice to have. And then another 3.5mm TRS cable. Looks like this one's a little bit longer compared to this one here, so maybe it's just that they're including 2 different cables in case you want a shorter cable, or maybe you need a longer cable for whatever reason. Maybe the port on your camera is a little further away from where the receiver is and you need a longer cable to plug them together. This guy here looks to be the other lav mic. So it came with 2 lavalier mics, which I thought was really cool. I should mention too that the combo that doesn't come with the lav mics and that doesn't come with the wireless headphone monitoring system was about $30 cheaper. So for an extra $30, $35, you're getting 2 lav mics, and you're also getting the wireless earbud monitoring system. So, I mean, I'm always all for spending less if I don't have to buy things that aren't necessary, but in this case, it just seemed like one of those things where I might regret buying the combo that didn't have the wireless monitoring earbuds and the lav mics, because those are 2 things I was actually curious about and do want to try in the future when I'm doing some videos. So yeah, it's nice that they included those. This is the main part of the kit right here, but we're gonna open this guy up first and see what this is. Okay, so this guy looks like a USB-C to Lightning cable, which I don't need because I don't use an iPhone or any Apple products. I thought there was supposed to be something else in here, like an adapter for plugging into the USB-C port on your phone. Maybe it's in here. All right, so this is a charging case that should have inside 2 wireless transmitters and the wireless receiver that goes onto your camera. So let's see what's inside here. Aha, there we go. So 2 transmitters, the receiver, and this was the little adapter I was talking about. So if you need to plug a receiver into your cell phone, this is what you would use, and it's got a USB port on it to plug into your cell phone, or if I want to use this system with my DJI Pocket 3 or Action 4, this is what I would use. But if I'm using the wireless system with my Sony FX30, this is the wireless receiver that I'll have sitting on top of my camera. And what I'll do is I'll use one of these 3.5mm TRS cables to plug into the receiver and then plug into the microphone port of my camera, of my Sony FX30. This is really slick. Like, my first impressions of the quality of these microphones, just based on how things are feeling, how things are looking, it looks really good. Like, I'm very pleased so far with the decision that I made to go with these. Everything's a matte black finish, which is really nice because sometimes when you're recording video and you have something really shiny like this DJI Mic 2 right here, it can be a little bit distracting in the video, and just having, you know, things that aren't standing out so much and aren't branded with really prominent logos is just nice. It adds a cleaner look to your footage, in my opinion. All right, so here is one of the Hollyland Lark Max 2 transmitters. So yeah, this is looking really nice. The Hollyland logo on the transmitter is like this gunmetal gray color. It's just a little bit lighter than the color of the transmitter itself, but doesn't have a lot of reflection to it. And like I was just saying, would be really discreet if you had this on yourself and light was hitting you. You wouldn't be getting a lot of reflection off this transmitter right here. So it's got the microphone on the top here, a USB-C port on the bottom for using this USB-C to 3.5 millimeter converter. It just plugs into the bottom like that. And then it's only got 2 buttons on it. It's got a record button and a power on-off button, and then also a button to turn on and off noise cancellation. So I'm really excited to try out the noise cancellation on these guys because I've heard there's some new AI technology that's in the Lark Max 2 that does a really good job canceling out noise around you and allowing your voice to be the only thing that's picked up by the microphone. So really excited to try that out. Looks like there's like a little clip that you can use to hook this onto your shirt if you wanted to. So the clip just closes like that, and then you just flip it open. And there's no middle ground to the clip. It's either open or it's snap close. So we'll see how I like that. The mic that I'm using right now, the DJI Mic 2, has a spring-loaded clip. So you can clip it onto something like your hat and it stays on there pretty securely. So we'll see if this all open or all closed clip will be able to accomplish the same thing. But I'm not too worried about it. I actually like the size and the weight of this guy to the point where I probably would just clip it onto the collar of my shirt, or if I was really needing to move it around, I would just use one of the magnets to clip it on somewhere. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Lark Max 2 unboxing. I just think these microphones look really good. And I know, like, audio isn't about looking good, it's about sounding good. But when you're recording video, there's a lot of things that go into the thought process of what you want to capture. And, you know, a lot of times you want to be discreet about all the equipment that you're using. So, like, you don't want your microphones being too visible, or you don't want your lights that you're using to be too visible. So just the fact that all of this stuff looks really aesthetic is a big win for Hollyland, in my opinion. But you know what? The true test is going to be once I test out the audio and compare it to the other microphones that I have. So stay tuned. In the near future, I'm going to post a video comparing the Hollyland Lark Max 2 system that I just got to the DJI Mic 2, and also to my shotgun microphone that's on the camera right now, which is the Rode Video Mic Go 2. And I'll also do a comparison to the built-in microphones on my cameras, just so that you have a bunch of different things to compare with if you're thinking about picking up the Hollyland Lark Max 2. But yeah, first impressions, really liking the purchase so far, and really excited to try these guys out. So that's gonna do it for me. That was my first unboxing video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this kind of stuff? Do you want me to spend more money on stuff? I do want to spend more money. I just don't have all the money in the world to spend on gear. And also, I don't want to get caught up in gear acquisition syndrome, because I'm very aware that the gear, while it is really cool to own, you really just want to have the stuff that you're actually going to use. And you want to have good quality stuff too, so that you're not having to rebuy things in the future. But anyway, I'm just rambling now. That'll do it for me. We'll see you guys in the next one.